So, in this really emotional and heartbreaking announcement, Shannon Bream is opening up about the devastating news concerning her husband's health. Your favorite Fox News anchor is talking openly about the tough road they're facing, and it's one of those moments that just hits you in the heart and shows how much strength it takes when life gets brutal. What does this mean for them going forward? Hang with us, because this is a real story of love, pain, and hope that'll stick with you. Shannon Bream is honestly one of the biggest names in news and broadcasting right now. She anchors Fox News Sunday. She's the network's chief legal correspondent. She hosts the Livin' the Bream podcast on Fox News Radio, and she's written 4 books, 3 of them New York Times bestsellers. Her whole life has been built on faith, passion, and straight-up hard work. When she was little, her parents were all about education. Her mom taught her to read before she even started kindergarten and got her totally hooked on learning. Later, her dad, who was super strict, sat her down and said, "You're going medical school or law school?" Since blood and guts made her queasy, but she loved words and figuring stuff out, law school was the obvious choice. This Tallahassee girl always planned to take the bar and practice right there in Florida. So after getting her business degree at Liberty University in Virginia, she came straight home to FSU Law. She says law school there taught her real discipline and how to dig deep into research. It seriously leveled up her brain and her skills. After graduation, she started practicing in Tampa, handling race discrimination and sexual harassment cases, but pretty soon she felt this pull to do something else. Practicing law was a good job, she says. I was grateful. It was solid, but I didn't have that fire in my belly for it. She'd always been a total newsjay, unky, obsessed with what was happening in the world, and while she was lawyering, she got this itch to mix law and journalism. The switch actually started with beauty pageants. She won Miss Virginia in 1990 and competed in Miss America in 1991. Those stages gave her the confidence and camera presence you see today. She started in TV the hard way, weekend shifts at tiny local stations, learning every single job in the newsroom. She bounced around different cities, paid her dues, built her name, and then, in 2007, she landed at Fox News as their Supreme Court correspondent. That law degree plus journalism skills? Perfect combo. Everyone started noticing how she could take the most complicated legal stuff and make it make sense to regular people. In 2017, she got her own show, Fox News at Night, and became the calm, fair voice people trusted no matter what side they're on. She also writes books, Finding the Bright Side, The Women of the Bible Speak, total bestsellers that show how deep her faith goes and how she handles hard things. She's always been super real with people. She talks openly about her chronic eye pain and insomnia, and fans love her for it. She's also big on working out and staying healthy, and shares her routines because her schedule is insane, and she needs the energy. She's covered every huge story, elections, Supreme Court rulings, and always made it clear and fair, winning all kinds of awards. Through everything, she stayed grounded in faith and family. And wait till you hear their love story. It's seriously so sweet and different. Shannon and Sheldon met in the crazy busy halls of Liberty University at a study group. Sheldon's charm hit her like a truck. Same values, same dreams, same faith. Boom. They were hooked. College sweetheart era was late-night studying, cheering each other on, building their futures together. They got married December 30th, 1995, Giventiri. His gorgeous ceremony, and almost 30 years later, they're still ridiculously in love and going strong. After the wedding, Shannon's star took off at Fox, while Sheldon carved his own path in business and communications. They set up home in Washington, D.C., and just crushed their goals side by side. Sheldon isn't just Shannon Bream's husband. The guy built his own awesome career. Graduated with honors in business from Liberty, then jumped into speaker management. He started Bream Speaker Management LLC, booking big-name speakers for huge events and companies. Before going out on his own, he worked at the Washington Speakers Bureau with politicians, CEOs, TV personalities, you name it. That job taught him the whole game. He grew up in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, in a tight family that drilled good values and work ethic into him. In D.C., everyone knows him as the genuinely nice guy who can work a room without being fake. His reputation for being straight-up honest opens every door. He's always been Shannon's biggest fan and cheerleader while she climbed the ladder. Friends say he's super humble, loves staying behind the scenes so others can have the spotlight. That's exactly why he's killer at what he does. He builds real relationships, not just transactions. Fitness has always been his thing. Played sports in college, still super active, especially after everything he's been through. Faith is massive for both of them. Church every week, living their beliefs every day. That foundation carried them through the darkest days. Fun fact, they don't have kids even after all these years of marriage, and they've never really explained why. But they look genuinely happy and content. Instead, they're totally obsessed with their dogs. Sweet Miss Mocha, then adopted Jasper in 2022, and they've got Biscuit Bream. Yes, that's the dog's actual last name. It's adorable. But here's where the story turns heartbreaking. In 2013, Sheldon got a diagnosis that completely wrecked their world. Doctors found a brain tumor. It was a complete shocker, Shannon said on Fox Nation's Ride to Work. The tumor was rare and sitting in a super dangerous spot, making surgery scary and risky. Sheldon had always been the healthy, strong college athlete guy, so no one saw it coming. He'd had ringing in his ear forever. They treated it as infections, everything under the sun. And then, one day, the doctor said, "We need to rule one last thing out. Long shot." And the scan showed a golf ball-sized brain tumor that had to come out immediately. At first, it was just little headaches and balance issues, easy to brush off. But it got worse, until they finally did the big tests and found it. Shannon said the moment they heard the news, it felt like their whole world flipped upside down. They brought in top specialists, did every scan imaginable, planned the surgery down to the millimeter because one wrong move could be catastrophic. Sheldon had a 9-hour surgery. Shannon says every minute waiting felt like forever. Good news? The tumor was benign. They got it all out. Amazing. Bad news. The swelling crushed facial nerves and left him with severe facial paralysis. Recovery was brutal. Speech problems, couldn't move half his face, every day a fight. Doctors said if he ever got movement back, the mouth would twitch first. When it finally did, Shannon was over the moon, but tried not to get too excited too soon. During the darkest days, complete strangers from churches they'd never heard of sent letters and called saying, "We're praying for you." Shannon said it was overwhelming in the best way. Just proof that God was carrying them even through people they'd never meet. Recovery took insane patience, speech therapy, physical therapy, celebrating tiny wins, like being able to drink from a straw again. Sheldon attacked every day with crazy determination and grace, staying positive even when it sucked. The whole thing made them both treasure health, listen to their bodies, get checkups, because this stuff can hit anyone, anytime. And Shannon, she was a superhero. She ran back and forth between hospital and work, cried in her car, kept it together on air, cooked special meals, turned their bedroom into a healing headquarters with blackout curtains and total quiet rules, handled every bill and insurance nightmare, protected his privacy, learned how to lift him safely, sat with him in silence when words weren't enough. She literally held their life together. That battle actually made them closer than ever. They came out the other side stronger, with a whole new gratitude for life. Now they spend free time swimming, hiking, sailing, fishing with the dogs. Biscuit the white lab and Oscar the mini Bernedoodle both have their own Instagram, obviously. Shannon went from fishing off a bridge as a kid to deep sea and fly fishing, mostly catch and release. Sheldon is a serious archer, drags his huge gear through DC skyscrapers because the country boy never left him. A classmate joked they only took archery in college for the easy A, but Sheldon actually got really into it. Indoors, they're glued to Liberty Flames games or the Washington Nationals. Today, Sheldon is back running his company full throttle. Bream Speaker Management LLC launched April 2018 in Arlington, Virginia, booking incredible speakers who actually have something important to say. His own list includes Shannon, Richard Fowler, Jason Chaffetz, Lawrence B. Jones, and retired Major General Vinny. They're the original crew. They're still out there living their best life in D.C. Events, date nights, posting cute couple pics, looking happier than ever. They've learned to celebrate the little wins and face whatever comes with serious courage and faith in each other. Shannon and Sheldon Bream's story is legit proof that love plus determination plus faith can beat even the scariest stuff life throws at you.